Good morning, gang. It's Transformation Thursday. Hopefully, you've seen some of the ones throughout this week. I've been running with the same theme for the whole week, which is the power of consistent little disciplines, talking about how those things really add up. And if you've been watching any of them, or if you haven't, you've known that the penny has been very relevant to this story. So, the concept that I shared from the very beginning was there's a gentleman that offered, hey, how would you like me to give you $1 million today? Or would you like to give you a penny, just a penny today, but it'll multiply every single day for 30 days? Which would be of more value to you? Take the million or take the penny that multiplies itself for 30 days? Well, if you've been watching this week, you already know the answer. If you take the penny, which is about consistency, it's about something that just doesn't look very much of a hurrah, except for in this case, with that story, that adds up to $11 million. So I heard that when I was in my 20s from someone on the stage. I'm like, oh my word, who would think? But this does represent consistency, you guys. So we are stronger than our excuses. We for sure are stronger. So every one of us, if you're watching this, I know you're like me, you always want your transformation and you want to keep staying on that road to keep your health, your fitness, whatever it is that are your goals within here, right? So one solid decision, if you make one solid one, you won't have to ask yourself every single day, am I going to do this or not? Am I going to do my workout, or am I going to eat right? You won't have to ask those questions if you make one solid decision. And I'm going to give you an example. So my fitness pillar has been in place since January 20th, 2022. And my commitment to myself was to make sure I did some level of movement every single day, because I had lost mobility, right? Had no mobility when I arrived to DDPY. So that being so important to my life, I wanted to make sure I kept that habit up. So I've kept that up 100%. As a matter of fact, so before I go to bed at night, so I don't wake up in the morning and say, gee, am I going to work out today? No, I already made that decision back in 2022. I know I'm going to do it. What I do is the night before, I get on my phone and I see the temperature, the weather report app. It's like, oh, it's going to be 81 degrees by 8 o'clock in the morning. Shoot, I'm for sure going out at 5 o'clock. So I'm going to go out before it turns 81 degrees, because I've discovered that Pam Riley melts at 82. I can do 81, but I get to 82. It's not pretty. I'm telling you, sweat like insane. So if I see it's going to be that 81 is going to hit by 8 o'clock in the morning in Florida, I go out at 5 in the morning. So I do my 1 hour of triking, have all my flashers going, so I scare all the wildlife away, right? Then I come home and the sun starts to rise about 6:15. So it's great. At 6:15, I can go out and walk and I can see the animals. So no animal's going to attack me, right? And then I come home and I always do at least one workout on the app. And the one workout, if I also want to do a physical therapy one for my knees, the PT ones, I add that in because that's more like a warm up. That's about, a 15-minute thing. And then I do one of the workouts. So, anywho, so I don't have to decide every day. I only decide the night before the time in which I'm going out tomorrow. If it looks like it's not going to turn 81 degrees till 10, then I make another decision like, well, do I want to get up at 5? Or maybe I don't have commitments on the computer and other things going on in my life, and I could go out at 8, right? So those are the kinds of decisions that you should be making, are the tweaks to your workout. You shouldn't have to decide every day if you're going to do them, because one real decision ahead of time would have made that. So I hope that you can all share today in the comment section, share something that you do that's a part of what did you decide that you've been able to stay to and execute basically every day, or whatever days you choose. I know a lot of people will take one day off a week, or even 2 days off a week, whatever, three, whatever, whatever you choose. But you know, consistency matters. Share some part of that story with us if you wouldn't mind in the comment section. And now I'm going to show you, for those of you that are listening to this and saying, Pam, I got to admit to you, you are talking a foreign language to me, girlfriend. You don't know. I have no real pattern. I don't, I'm confused. I don't even know where to start. Or I had a pattern and I lost it and I can't seem to get back on that road again. I'm telling you, there's always one place I go to when I get off kilter. I go right back to the foundation of DDPY, which is the list, your Smackdown goals. I rewrite my Smackdown goals. When they're not working for me, I figure out, okay, let me just see what right now would motivate me. What right now would I commit to? So I rework my Smackdown goals. When I feel like I'm lukewarm at all, I just go back to them. That's foundational. Now I'm going to take you on quickly to share with you that area. If you feel like you're lukewarm right now, or wandering, or maybe haven't even stepped into goals yet with your fitness and your nutrition and your mindset, I'm going to show you exactly where to go. The game changer in my life, and I know so many others, it's the same thing. So here we go. Now I am going to share the site with you, the app with you in just a second, but this is Transformation Thursday. And as you've been seeing, the power of consistent little disciplines, that's what we're talking about all this week, just putting little disciplines in that we're consistent with. But the list, see on the right, the list, it's in the user guide. That's the foundation to all of our decision process, right? Okay, so here we go. So here, you're looking at my app right now. I always make sure you know you can log in with your phone. You can log in from an iPad, wherever you log in, you're already looking at, this is your own space. This is where your workouts, your photos, everything is stored in here, right? You go across the top, you guys, to user guide. Click on the word user guide, right? Move it a little slower, okay? And then what I need you to do is click on the far left. There's these little lines up here in the left corner, and then it opens up another thing, and now you go down to what's called the list. Click on the list, you guys. Every part of the teaching is in this space right here to help you get back on target again. You guys got this. Transformation Thursday in the 55 plus isn't about me featuring people that have had transformations. This is about you and I talking about how we're going to get our own transformation, because it starts with us. And then ironically, we can affect those even around us. That's a plus, right? Family, friends, whatever, we can affect other people too. But the biggest thing is we stay consistent to ourselves, right? So anywho, love you tons. We'll see you tomorrow. Fabulous Friday. Just saying. Appreciate you guys. Bye-bye.